In my last video, we learned that the Dexcom devices aren't measuring your blood sugar at all. And as such, small things like being dehydrated can really affect the accuracy of your readings. But did you know this here little over-the-counter medication can do the same? If your Dexcom sensor is 20 to 30 points different than your finger prick monitor, you'll want to watch part 2 of my Dexcom accuracy series. Here we go. When it comes to the Dexcom devices, nothing can be more frustrating than trying to get a grip on your insulin treatment and finding that your glucose monitor is inaccurate. Now, I'm not saying these devices are always wrong. That's not true, and I wouldn't be wearing one now and have it linked to my insulin pump if it were. But there are times when these do read quite high or dangerously low when it's in fact neither. It's the very reason the Dexcom app pops up a warning, especially for Apple device users, that highs and lows should always be verified with the finger prick device before adjusting your treatments. But there are things we are doing that could be the driving factor behind some of these errors. And this video is about the second of those, the first being dehydrated and having false lows. And you can watch that video here. Today, we're talking about acetaminophen, or Tylenol in its branded form. You see, in the Dexcom G4 and G5, any amount of Tylenol would cause these devices to read high when you're actually normal. The G6 and G7 devices have improved a bit on that, but if you take a normal dose of Tylenol more than once in a 12-hour period, you have a very good chance of getting a false high reading. And it's important to know what's in the over-counter meds we're taking for everyday ailments. Both Dayquil and NyQuil both have full doses of acetaminophen in them, along with many other over-the-counter headache, fever, and cold meds. And don't take my word for it. Once again, in a conversation with the Dexcom team over a series of 3 devices that I had crash in quick succession, one of the first diagnostic questions was whether or not I had taken acetaminophen at the time of the crash. So I decided to dig in a bit more deeply and found that not only is it a known issue, it's actually still a warning on the Dexcom website, although you will need to hunt around for a bit to actually find it. So, what should you do with this information? For me, it simply helps to be aware of what we're taking in that could be affecting the accuracy of our Dexcom monitors. Are we not drinking enough water? Well, then we should expect to have false lows. Are we taking meds to help with a cold or a headache? Now you know you could get some false highs. So before you start adjusting your insulin treatments, take a beat and double check with a finger prick monitor. Personally, I use the Keto Mojo device I've linked below since it offers me both glucose monitoring as well as tracking my ketone levels throughout the day. There's one more thing you'll need to be aware of when it comes to your Dexcom's accuracy, and that's coming in part 3, which will be out soon. To make sure you don't miss it, be sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if it helped clear up some confusion on your G6 or G7 readings and why they might not match your finger prick monitor. Got a question on your Dexcom device or living with type 1 and type 2 diabetes? Put it down in the comments below. I read every one of them and I will work to respond to all of them within a day or two. And as always, thank you for stopping by the channel. And in the meantime, keep your spirits high, keep your blood sugar steady, and I will see you in the next one.